Okay, good morning from the packing shed in West Mersey, and today I'm going to be trying to squeeze a few contacts out of this little thing here, which is a FX-4CR little SDR transceiver, 20 watts. I had wanted to set a whisper light beacon up, which is from Soda Beams, but unfortunately I forgot the little USB power lead, so that's not going to happen. I was just going to sort of see if I could get an idea of what propagation was like. So anyway, I've just recently acquired this from Richard, G0NAD, and the proposition on the thumbnail for this video is the FX-4CR the perfect radio? And when I say is it the perfect radio, I don't mean is it the perfect radio. What I mean by that is it the perfect radio for me to bring out here to the packing shed, because of its lightness basically. And I find also that I operate out here quite a lot, and even 5-10 watts can get some pretty amazing results. So the 20 watts that I can get out of the FX-4CR should be fine. And obviously there's no, well, I say obviously, it's because of its size, there's no internal battery and there's no ATU. Now I've noticed when I go out various places with the dipoles mainly that I use and the verticals, the SWR can vary considerably depending on where I am and the type of terrain that I'm putting it up over. So for example, the other island over there just adjacent to Packing Marsh Island is called Cobb Marsh Island, and I've put a dipole up over there, and then the very same day taken it to a different island, which is Ray Island down there. Slightly sort of different height over ground and ground properties, but obviously very saltwater laden, and there was quite a variance in the SWR. But over here I tend to use the same aerials, so an ATU shouldn't really be required. So what I was put up earlier on is just a half-wave dipole, one half on the going up the flagpole, the other half just going down excuse me, down to the handrail. And I've cut these specifically and kind of tuned them because I've got dipoles for 20, 17, 15, 12 and 10, and it's quite easy to keep the balun here in place and just change the elements, and they're all resonant where I need them to be. I think the ones for the higher bands might need a little bit of fine tuning. So the idea is that I find a better solution, battery solution, because this is massive overkill, and something that I can just chuck in a dry bag, come out here. I keep a box with bits and pieces including the dipole out here, so I don't need to bring that. So in theory all I need to do is bring the radio and the battery, which should just fit in a small dry bag like this. And I've also bought the Yaesu FT857, so I might get that out as well and see what the band conditions are like, and maybe run a little bit more power.
2 Echo Zero Whiskey Mike Golf Flash Portable, your 587 57 QSL.
Yeah, thanks for the 57. You're 5959. Can you tell me how is my audio? Is my audio okay, Roger?
I copy you very low for a moment, and apparently I have a splatter for other station near my frequency. I copy 5755. Your audio is good, over. Italy Victor 3, Echo Papa Oscar, IV3 EPO calling, standing by, over.
2 Echo 0 Whiskey Mike Golf Portable.
2 Echo 0 WMG, sorry. I apologize for the last letter of your suffix. It's a G, not a D. Anyway, thank you, Kevin, for the call and for the record.
FX-4CR, Foxtrot X-Ray 4 Charlie Romeo, 20 watts only. The antenna is a vertical dipole, but I'm surrounded completely by salt water.
Yeah, this is Kevin. First of all, it's the first time that I heard about your SPR rig. It's the first time I
find my way around the radio here because I've not read the manual. I've not read the manual yet, George. Go ahead.
Yeah. Fine business, Kevin. Because you're a WFG IV3, you're returning. If you don't have any manual, yeah, ciao, Kevin. You take care, and my pleasure. Cheers and best. Bye-bye, mate.
Bye-bye. Ciao, ciao. Well, there's quite a one quick contact there into Italy, and another one. He's talking to George there for about quarter of an hour or so, and just messing around with the mic gain, and but it seems to be getting through okay, so I'm quite pleased with it so far. And I'm going to do a little sweep of the island as well, see if I can find some rubbish. But I'm going to put my jumper on first. But yeah, quite pleased with this. So my conclusion is, for coming out here, yes, it is the perfect little radio for using the resonant antennas. Just need to find a smaller battery that I can use. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of a litter pick now. I forgot to bring a bag, like a carrier bag. So I've just grabbed this bucket. All of this that you can see here was actually dumped here by Dredger to shore up the defences. So this was all dredged from the approaches to Felixstowe and Harwich harbours, which is 15 miles up the coast. And that was a couple of years ago now, and vegetation's starting to take hold, which is good because it obviously helps stabilise it. So I'm looking south there, so the kind of prevailing wind is often from sort of the south, and the danger is that it can erode the island. There you go. There's quite a bit of rubbish there. Plastic, bits of netting, fishing net. So tide's turning now, starting to come in. So I'm just going to pull the kayak up. Two Echo Zero, Whiskey Mike Golf Portable.
2 Echo Zero, wow. Booming signal, in the moment, a real signal, 5.9 plus 20 dBs, very clear audio, QSL. 2 Echo Zero, Whiskey Mike Golf Portable. Good afternoon, you're 20 dB over 9 in Northern Italy. Name is Paul, Papa Alpha Uniform Lima, QSL.
Okay, I think that will do. Last time I was out with the FT857 with Richard, G0NAD, we went to activate a Pota Park by kayak, and the radio wasn't turning on. It was the relays were kind of clicking when you went to turn it on, but then there was a flicker on the screen, and then it just kind of died. I attributed that at the time to the battery. Anyway, turns out, long story short, it wasn't. It was a problem with the lead that connects the head of the radio, the 857, to the body, and that was blowing a Zener diode. And Richard's now fixed the lead and replaced the diode. So big shout out to Richard, because I've had this radio about 20 years and it's worked flawlessly up until then. So I can't really grumble at that. But now I've got a problem with the little ATU that I've also had about 20 years, which is a LDG Z100. So whilst I try and figure out what's wrong with that, or more to the point, get Richard to have a look at that, because I'm no good at that sort of thing. I can solder a plug on a PL259, and that's about my limit. So I bought this little thing here. Well, I say little. It's a mat tuner, MAT125E, and so it's an automatic ATU. But unlike the LDG, sorry, it doesn't have the interface cable. So with the LDG Z100, it has the interface cable. I can just press the tune on the ATU, and it'll automatically sort of switch, give me a carrier, go for the tune cycle, and then sort of switch back to whatever mode I was on previously. Well, this one doesn't do that, so it's a bit of a faff, because you have to make sure you reduce the power to sort of like 10-20 watts. Give yourself a carrier on FM, press the tune, and then let it latch and all of that malarkey, and then come back out, turn the power up if you want to, and then obviously change your mode again. So it's a bit of a faff. But I just thought I'd bring it to try it out anyway. Although I'm using a resonant antenna, it just sort of did sort of clonk a little bit and drag it back, the SWR even down further. So, but it's quite a bit heavier. This is like 800 grams, where the LDG is 397 grams. So basically half the weight. But it will do for now. And I've ordered another ATU from AliExpress, and it's on its way on a slow boat from China as we speak. And I've never really used AliExpress before, because I'm not sure I really trust it, but anyway, I bit the bullet, so we'll see if it turns up, and hopefully I won't have to pay any duty, customs duty when it turns up, but we shall wait and see. Anyway, so I think that's just about it for now. Tide's slowly coming in. I've dragged the kayak up a little bit, but I'm going to slowly pack down. What's the time now? It's about 12:30. Won't be long till we get a little working party out here. Around about sort of middle of April. To do what we need to do to get the shed ready for the season, including our open days and private hire. Normally happens during the week, so I'm normally at work, but we don't have any shortage of volunteers that are happy to give up some of their time and come out here to do that. So anyway, keep an eye open, or check out the Packing Shed's website. I'll put a link in the description, and because during the summer, if you live in the UK and you're not too far away, you can actually come out here to one of the open days. Cream tea, a boat ride, all for £8. Got to be happy with that. It's a bargain, that is. So anyway, I've got to paddle back over to the hammerhead, but I might go for a little paddle up one of the creeks, because the tide's coming in. You can kind of do that quite safely. You don't want to be going up some of these creeks on a falling tide, because you can get sort of stuck in mud. If you want to rent the shed and come over here and do a bit of operating, then you can. Again, check out the website. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this year. Got a few plans. Be doing a couple of overnight stays at some point, no doubt. But I made some previously out here. I've used a vertical dipole array, which is a bit of a beast. I'll put a photograph up of that. It's a 20 metre antenna. I've been making some refinements to it, so hopefully, along with some other people, I should be bringing that out here for a bit of activity. But the boats will be going in the water soon. Just going to be me paddling from here on in. So unless you want to see that, 7-3. Catch you on the next one.